Hey guys, Garrulous Monitoring here. So I just spent the last hour putting this computer back together. This is the whole thing right here. So it's not nothing too special. A buddy of mine works in hardware in the IT department at his company, and so whenever his company upgrades, he ends up taking all their computers, and so he has a bunch of computers at his apartment, and so he was generous enough to give me this one to play around with. So what I had done is I took it apart so I could see kind of what everything was, kind of play around with it, and maybe look up a few of the parts. Frankly, I wasn't overly successful. I only have a very broad idea of what goes inside of the computer, and the three main components, as far as I can tell, are the hard drive, the central processing unit, and the motherboard. So these are the three big things that I was able to take out of the computer and put back in. Everything else was mostly wires and stuff. And then something I found out when I was putting it back together that I didn't really get out of a book is the order that you want to put things in a computer. Now, again, this is a fairly simple one as far as I can tell. There's not a whole lot of add-ons to it or anything like that. Relatively simple. So the first one you want to put on is the hard drive. I found was the easiest one to put back in first, which means you want to take that one out last whenever you're taking it out. So I put the hard drive in first, and then what I did is I put the motherboard in after the hard drive. You could actually probably flip those two, but I found it was easiest if you put the hard drive in first and then put it in the motherboard. And then the last one I put in is the central processing unit, which is the box where the power supply plugs into so that your computer can turn on. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I could be wrong on that, but anyway, so those are the three main things that go into the computer. A simple computer, really nothing too over the top. I mean, it's amazing when you open these things up how if you like when you get to the nitty gritty, of course it's really complicated. But if you just look at like the big pieces, those are the three main pieces. At least they are on this computer. Again, that's hard drive I put in first, motherboard I put in second, central processing unit I put in last. Which means if you flip the order, if you're taking it apart, you'd want to take out the CPU first, then take out the motherboard, then take out the hard drive. Now, this is an old computer that a buddy of mine gave to me to play with, so nothing too impressive here. Honestly, I don't even know if it works because I don't have a power cord for it, so I have to buy me a cheap power cord to see if it even works again. But that's how that goes. So that's what I did over the last hour. Now, oh, what time is it? 12:45. Probably time for bed. Got work tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a good night.